From whispers to shouts, the struggle for authenticity in Hollywood. In the realm of make-believe, where stars are born and dreams can be shattered in the blink of an eye, a persistent irony gnaws at the edges of Hollywood's gilded facade. Amidst the dazzling red carpets and blockbuster premieres, a troubling truth hides behind designer sunglasses and picture-perfect smiles. Countless actors and actresses feel compelled to conceal their genuine selves, fearing that revealing their LGBTQ+ identities will irrevocably damage their careers. Shattered dreams and the legacy of lost potential. The history of cinema is littered with the stories of brilliant performers whose careers were sidelined or completely derailed by the mere suspicion of homosexuality. Montgomery Clift, a heartthrob of the golden age with smoldering intensity, faced a swift decline after rumors of his sexuality spread. Tallulah Bankhead, a woman known for her brazen charm and unapologetic spirit, saw her stardom wane as whispers about her bisexuality became shouts. Even Rock Hudson, the archetype of wholesome American masculinity, spent his life crafting a deceptive image, his secret a heavy millstone around his neck. These are just a few examples, ghosts haunting the corridors of Hollywood, testaments to what could have been had their truth been embraced instead of feared. The specter of what-ifs looms large when considering modern talents whose ascent has been stifled. Imagine an openly gay leading man who captures hearts in romantic comedies without the need for faux dates with starlets. Picture a lesbian action star whose identity elevates her authenticity and power instead of hindering it. Yet these figures remain largely absent from the silver screen, not due to a lack of talent, but out of a systematized fear that their sexual orientations would make them unmarketable. Caught between two worlds. The psychological torment faced by closeted A-listers is a heavy price to pay for fame and fortune. They become masters of disguise, adept at weaving tapestries of deception to maintain the illusion of heteronormativity. Dates are staged, relationships fabricated, and entire personal lives submerged beneath the desperate need for secrecy. The constant fear of a slip-up, a stray photo, or a vengeful ex can lead to suffocating paranoia. Every interview becomes a minefield of pronouns and carefully worded anecdotes. The internal dissonance takes its toll. Imagine the agony of watching your own life played out on gossip rags and tabloid headlines, the stories twisted and contorted, while your true self remains hidden beneath layers of artifice. This persistent state of denial erodes the foundations of identity. Substance abuse, depression, and reckless self-destructive behavior often become tragic byproducts of this constant pressure to conform. A spotlight on systemic biases. This fear, of course, is not unfounded. Casting directors might question whether an audience would buy a gay actor as a romantic lead. Agents might hesitate to put forward a lesbian actress for a gritty, dramatic role. Producers might fear a conservative backlash if a central character is revealed to be part of the LGBTQ+ community. These concerns, however ill-founded they might be, expose a lingering bias within the industry, a belief that the safest path to commercial success still lies in catering to a presumed heteronormative majority. While this attitude, thankfully, is evolving with time, it still casts a long shadow. It fosters a chilling effect, forcing many LGBTQ+ actors into agonizing self-censorship long before their careers have a chance to flourish. For some, remaining closeted seems like the only viable option, a painful compromise compared to the risk of jeopardizing their ambitions. Winds of change and the audacity of hope. Yet, there's cause for optimism. The indomitable courage of trailblazers like Laverne Cox, Jim Parsons, Sarah Paulson, and countless others is reshaping the landscape. They've refused to hide, choosing authenticity even in the face of uncertainty. Their success is proof that audiences are more open-minded and hungry for diverse, multifaceted characters than old-school gatekeepers might believe. Plus, the rise of streaming platforms and independent studios has diversified the pathways to fame. They're less beholden to the traditional risk-averse formulas of major Hollywood productions. This has allowed stories centered around LGBTQ+ experiences to blossom, giving audiences a richer tapestry of relatable lives and narratives. No longer confined to the sidelines or relegated to stereotypical roles, these performers are claiming their space as leading lights. The path forward. True progress won't be measured solely by the number of coming-out stories, though these are vital milestones. It'll be achieved when an actor's sexual orientation becomes a mere footnote, as irrelevant to their career trajectory as their eye color or their astrological sign. When a romantic comedy can star two women in love without a fuss, or an openly transgender actor can win an Oscar for a cisgender role, we'll know we've truly arrived. The road ahead is still long, but with each brave declaration of identity, with every nuanced and complex LGBTQ+ character that graces our screens, with each studio that prioritizes authenticity over artificial standards, that road grows a bit shorter. It's a future worth fighting for, a future where a closeted Hollywood heartthrob is an oxymoron, and everyone is free to tell their stories with pride.